interference in a wave occurs when you've got two or more waves meeting together. So waves carry energy from one point to another. When you get two sources trying to carry energy from one point to another, they are going to interfere with each other. They can do that in one of two ways. They can do it constructively or destructively. Constructive interference is when two waves are in phase. In other words, they are both exactly the same. It looks something like this. You know, when the crests join together, that basically creates constructive interference. So when those waves arrive in phase, they create a larger wave that has more energy, so bigger crests or bigger troughs. The second way in which they can interfere is with destructive interference, and that's when two waves meet 180 degrees out of phase. In other words, a crest meets a trough, and a trough meets a crest, and vice versa. That basically creates no wave which has no energy, and it looks something like this. You can see there that the crest meets the trough and the trough meets the crest, and they basically cancel each other out and make no wave whatsoever. So destructive interference creates no wave with no energy at all. Coherent waves are when the two sources are having the same frequency and the same amplitude, but are also in phase, because of course you can get two waves that have the same frequency and they have the same amplitude, but they are not in phase with each other, so won't interfere constructively. Coherent waves, basically, they're identical in all aspects. Now, an interference pattern is made up of alternate lines of constructive and destructive interference. We could see that, we could hear that from the sound waves that are coming out of the speaker. Because you've got two waves coming from two different places, they interfere both constructively and destructively, and you'll get alternating lines of loud areas, quiet areas, loud areas, quiet areas, and those are your constructive and destructive interference areas, which we'll later refer to as maxima and minima.